app program is throwing a fit again. Okay, so excuse me, I'm really tired. I've been wrapping myself up in my blanket because it's cold and I'm trying to save energy. Yeah, so I've made that many videos the last few years, I lose track, honestly. When I first started making videos about this energy stuff, 2016, was it 2017? But the initial stuff was on livestream.com, which they shut down free accounts. Now, anyway, I don't want to go over that again. I've already talked about that. But so I did these initial tests with the bubbleator, right? Everyone laughs at this. What the hell's a bubbleator? You know. Anyway, I explained it previously that it was about actuating the magnetic field. Go and watch the previous videos. Anyway, there's a link in the description. Now, yeah, I actually forgot about that video. It's been so long, I forgot about the results I got with that video. Now, when I was running those tests, I shorted out the output from the generator, which is the bubbleator. Funny name for it, I know. So I shorted out the coil, right? I think it was 4-point-something volts AC coming out. And when I switched my meter to current, you'll see that the RPM doesn't change. There is no change whatsoever. It keeps on plodding along at its normal speed as if nothing's there. So we had partial success with that, but the voltage was pretty low. It's pathetic, actually. But in later tests with that, I actually had two coils on the same assembly. And the way that worked was that the lens effect from one side was cancelling the lens effect out on the other side, and the concentric, which was in between the two, which keep on having to get this thing out all the time, but this is one of the things. But these are the different laminations that are in there now. But basically, because of the way it is, the lens effect was absorbed by the magnets in the stator, right? So instead of the lens effect coming out from the coil, travelling directly and impacting against the rotor, the lens effect was snubbed by the stator magnets, which weren't moving. So the rotor kept on trundling along quite happily as if there was nothing there to slow it down, because well, the law still applies. For every action there's an equal opposite reaction. That's true, except I put a door stopper in it, right? So I got a door stopper, basically, which is what this is. So the lens effect coming in at the other side, instead of coming through and affecting the rotor, it was blocked by this, right? And I had three of these. I had one in the middle, I had one on each side, on the left and the right, but the amount of energy that the coil would produce was very small, because this this was so efficient at blocking the lens effect that not much of the flux from the rotor was able to travel through to generate enough power. Well, that's where I want to work out a new design using a rectangular version of this. So instead of using a round one, I am working out a new design which will hopefully improve the output power, because I want to use my other devices which I've previously modelled, which is this one, which has also got a whole bunch of this is basically a combination. It's a pulse motor, which is the bottom tray, which is the bottom. The pulse coils are all at the bottom, right? So ignore the balls, that's just my eye drops. So I've got all these a set of coils in the base that would pulse drive this system, and it took me a lot of work. Actually, it took me about a whole kilogram of plastic to make all that, and it's not scrapped, it's just sitting idle, really. This can go up to 8,000 RPM. So I want to build a new, I am planning on building a new coil system with a new concentric arrangement that instead of, well, it won't be concentric, will it? Because it's going to be rectangular. So I'm thinking about it, how to do it, how the best way to do it, because I want it so I can, because these are all adjustable, all these coils in here, they're all adjustable, you can move them around, look. So yeah, see, I can move them around anywhere I want. So I want to make a rectangular system which will, these are just my gauges that are stuck in the holes so I don't lose them. So I want to make it so I can fit a new system into this, because this unit is very solid, it's very heavy, it's over a kilogram actually. This is pretty heavy to lift up. So anyway, I'm making this unlisted because I thought I'll schedule it to go live later, because the internet, everyone's asleep right now. It's what? It's the time in the morning, it's 20 past 5 AM and no one's going to be awake, so I thought I'll schedule this to go live Sunday, I think. So anyway, go and check the link in the description, and also my other anti-lenz, my anti-drag generator that I want to, if the coil, I can test it on here, and I'll be able to use it on there as well, because I'll make them smaller so I can stack them side by side, so I have a whole bunch of them. But I've got this idea now. I think I know what I need to do, but I've just been taking it easy a little bit lately because it's been cold, and I'm just keeping myself warm and worrying about paying my bills. Really, it's very hard right now. But I mean, you can donate if you go to my main channel, help me out a bit, because I have to buy another kilogram of plastic and I'm stuck at the moment. My bank account is wilting, really wilting pretty bad. I need some more 3D filament. Anyway, so if you can help us out, it would be much appreciated, because I'm really I'm in the UK, and I think we're about to go down the hole, if you know what I mean. The big hole in, yeah, a black hole or something. With Bank of England is really sweating right now. Everything's going downhill. I might not be here next year, you never know. So if you want to help me out and get this thing moving, help me out now, because it might be too late in a couple of years. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check that link in the description. You'll see the test. That was from a few years back, but I'm sorry about the, I am really sorry about the quality of the video, but that was filmed on my crappy little phone, which was, well, it's in the bedroom now. It was a tiny little phone. It was really crappy, and it was before I got this big phone, which my daughter gave me. She donated this to me. So excuse the quality, but it's the content that's important, not the quality, isn't it? It's what's in, I mean, the fact that it was filmed on a really horrible little phone. I'm going to show you anyway. So I'll show you what I filmed all that stuff on. And I had two actually. I had a red one and I had this one. Oh, wrong camera. I had this thing. It's a Nokia. So I filmed a lot of it on here. And I also got this one over here, right? Cheap from China. So these, oops, hang on. I'm just gonna come in the light because it's a bit dark in there. So my initial live streams, well, they weren't live streams, they were recorded, were done with this phone, which is really, I don't even know if it'll work anymore. Will it power on? Nope. I think this one's had its day. I think the battery's had it. So yeah. So I used to use that one, which was so poor. And then I later bought this Nokia one. Right, and I did a lot of my YouTube videos on that thing. And then my daughter gave me that one, so I did some live streams on there. And obviously now I'm on the one I'm holding in my hand, which I can't show you because I'm filming from it. So, but obviously I used to film directly to the computer, do live streams directly from the computer, and I used to use a dash cam which I plugged into the USB. But the problem with that is the sound didn't work on the camera, so I had to use my other microphones, which are over there. So I had to record all the audio from these Philips crystal microphones, and it doesn't work so well on my computer. And I used to get loads and loads of hiss. That's where all the hiss used to come from, because the computer needs electric condenser microphones, and I was using a crystal microphone. It didn't like it, so it used to be very noisy, very hissy. I just thought I'd give you a bit of history about where my early videos came from. Okay, mate, that's it. Thank you.